Good afternoon. My name is Pat Brooks and welcome to Mergers and Acquisitions, the 10 basic questions that all M&A contracts answer. The goal of today's seminar is to provide you with a universal and practical process for analyzing any M&A contract using 10 and only 10 basic questions. Over the past decade, this process has been used on all types of M&A transactions, ranging from the acquisition of a closely held family-run business to the merger of two publicly traded companies, just to name a few. By using this process, you'll be able to increase your efficiency and effectiveness in analyzing any M&A contract or deal. By using this process, you'll be able to gain a competitive advantage over the other side. So what is this universal process for analyzing any M&A contract? Well, in essence, this process says that any M&A contract may be analyzed by asking and ultimately determining how it answers or should answer each of 10 basic questions. Or said another way, any M&A contract may be analyzed by asking and ultimately determining how it answers or should answer each of 10 basic questions. Or if I was going to sum up, any M&A contract may be analyzed by asking and ultimately determining how it answers or should answer each of 10 basic questions. The wonderful thing about M&A contracts is they answer the same and only the same 10 basic questions. And so once you know these 10 basic questions and the various ways to answer these questions, then you'll be able to effectively and skillfully analyze and negotiate any M&A contract. So what are these 10 basic questions that all M&A contracts answer? Well, the 10 basic questions are as follows. Number 1, beneficiaries. Who has rights underneath the contract? Number 2, obligors. Who has obligations underneath the contract? Number 3, security and collateral. Against what assets may recourse be sought in the enforcement of an M&A contract? Number 4, enforcement rules. What are the procedural or substantive rules by which an M&A contract will be enforced or interpreted? Number 5, representations and warranties. What are the factual or legal statements upon which the parties to an M&A contract may rely? Number 6, conditions to the business deal. What has to happen or not happen in order for a party to be obligated to perform underneath the business deal? Number 7, the business deal. What is the allocation of control, economics, and risks among the parties to a contract? Number 8, taxes. What are the tax consequences of the transactions contemplated by an M&A contract? Number 9, conditions to remedy enforcement. What has to happen in order for a party to be entitled to enforce its remedies underneath an M&A contract? And number 10, remedies. What are the remedies available in the enforcement of an M&A contract? That is it. Those are the 10 basic questions that all M&A contracts answer. By using those 10 basic questions in our process, you'll be able to successfully analyze and negotiate any M&A contract. In the remainder of the seminar, we'll first prove that all M&A contracts answer 10 and only 10 basic questions. Then we'll discuss various ways in which a contract can answer each of the 10 basic questions. And finally, what we'll do is we'll apply the 10 basic questions to a number of interactive case studies to demonstrate how our process can be used to successfully analyze and negotiate any M&A contract or deal.